some diesel arrived today. Today's full day 2 of waiting for more gas. Diesel arrived, so the trucks are being filled, but doesn't look like there's any gasoline. Maybe we just keep waiting. It's about 10 in the morning right now. This is the diesel line, and that's the gas line. Most of the cars for gasoline have been sitting here, I think, for days. There's nobody in them. They're really just parked. I don't actually expect to get any gas today. I've been waiting here all day. I really have nothing else to do, but we're kind of stuck here until we can get gas. Maybe tomorrow. Show up in the morning, and if there's gas, then we get to go. If not, we spend another day in beautiful Tupiza. This whole spire is like surrounded by swallows. Probably can't see it on the camera, but there's hundreds of swallows flying up around above me. And the river here cuts underneath the rock. Right over there, it's going underneath the rock. And there's a concrete canal on the other side at the bottom, which is an irrigation ditch. So people built this irrigation ditch basically to take water to, presumably take water to some fields down below. Look at that thing. That's gorgeous. We are in a place called Torreyo, which is about 15 minutes from Tupiza. Just decided to come here for Sunday. There's a place where people come and spend the Sunday. There's a few cars parked in the trees there and some picnic spots. And people come here to, have a barbecue, spend some time with family, and have a good Sunday. Gorgeous view. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the gas shortage in Bolivia. We've had gas shortages in Bolivia for a couple of years now. It really comes from decades of mismanagement by the government, spending too much money and running out of dollars. And you need dollars in order to import gas. So there's gas shortages. People have been dealing with it here for years, and it's amazing how kind of nonchalant, or I guess resilient, people are from it. I asked the hotel clerk, how do I get gasoline? What do I got to do? And he says, just go in the morning. They usually deliver around 9. You could wait in line, and if it shows up, then you're good. If not, just wait another day. You're good. So that's kind of the attitude people have here. It's not, they just kind of deal with it. The shortages are particularly acute right now because there's some blockades happening, protests happening in the north, and they've blocked off highways. So the gas trucks can't get through. And those protests they're just in the north. They don't impact us here in the south. We almost don't even notice it in the south. But just as we drove into Tupiza, a blockade popped up a few hours north of Tupiza, and it cut off Tupiza. So we have a half tank of gas. It took a little over a half tank of gas to get here. We have that much left. It's not enough to get back. And in Bolivia, there's not gas stations every 20 miles. Like, you got to drive hours in order to get to the next gas station. So we are stuck here. I waited one day in line, and I was actually mostly video editing on my computer. It wasn't that bad. And then I waited another few hours the next day, and then I said, what are we doing? We really have like nowhere to be. Both of our houses in Bolivia are under construction. The place in Tupiza and the place in Biabasi are both under construction. We can't live in them right now. So we really don't have a home right now. And it's going to be like that for another month, maybe 2 months. So we decided, okay, where would we want to be right now in Bolivia? If you picked, I'd say, if you made a list of top places to hang out for a bit in Bolivia, Tupiza is going to be on that short list. So we said, this is a chance for us to check out Tupiza and stay here for a bit, and maybe get an Airbnb, get a little more comfortable, get a kitchen, and I still have a half tank of gas. We can see beautiful places like this. Either way, we don't really have anywhere we need to be. So we're fortunate in that kind of situation. If we had a plane to catch or something like that, this would suck. But that's not the situation. We're gonna take some day trips to places like this and get to know Tupiza deep. So that's it. Happy Sunday. This is the old train station in Tupiza. I didn't know this was still in use. Stray dogs. So apparently there's 2 days a week there's trains that come through, and they go to like Oruro. Check out that little mini train bus thing. (2,949 meters of elevation. It's about 10,000 feet, a little less than 10,000 feet. I think these guys are like putting mining ore into these train cars. That's got to be what the main use of the train is probably moving mining ore. Because Tupiza is a big mining region. Tupiza was home to a guy named Aramayo. It's a last name, but he was one of the tin barons. Right around World War II, a little before World War II, around that time, he was one of the richest people in the world. Lived right here in Tupiza, had a home against the mountains over there. We saw the home, but it's private and you can't really see much of it. Yeah, Tupiza has a long mining history, and that's why these railroad tracks are here. Gotta love the cumbia music. And the Minion oil barrel here. I think today's our 6th day of waiting for fuel. We're in an Airbnb now, so at least we have a kitchen. but today is the anniversary of Tupiza, and so there's going to be a bunch of activity on the plaza, parade, some food. We'll go check it out, and I think there's a concert at night too. And stop thinking about gasoline for a while. I don't forget to hear me. These loudspeakers are really loud.
Chao Tupiza, bella joya de Bolivia. Presente la unidad educativa San Antonio. Los aplausos en la historia.
¡Atención! ¡Está tomando! ¡Al hombro! ¡Pocas más! ¡Más!
Oh, it's a bouncy house. It was like a carnival. The kids all finished their parade and having fun. I've never seen this before. You sit down and play soccer.
Pacu tengo de 40, de 50, de 60, sabalito tengo de 35, de 50.
It's pork, potatoes, and corn. Like really crispy skin. It's pretty good. I guess this is basically the same as the day parade, but at night and with lights on the banners.
El alumnado de este plantel que efectuando su ingreso
¿Qué es esto?
Sucumbe.
¿Ah?
Sucumbe, dice.
¿Sucumbe? ¿Qué es eso?
Sucumbe es la lechecita.
La leche.
Leche.
Puede ser con cingano o
Con
tres
alcohol.
plumas.
¿Vas a tomar?
¿Leche
o no?
de vaca es? ¿O de qué?
No, es leche evaporada. Leche evaporada es.
¿Quieres probar o no?
Yo sí quiero probar.
¿Cuál es más rico de los alcoholes?
Con el,
¿Es Singani y esto es
con el
qué?
3 plumas.
Dos, uno con Singani y uno con 3 plumas, right? Yeah,
Tome asiento.
yeah.
Gracias. De evaporada.
Oh, jeez.
Muy buena.
Wow.
¿Cuánto es?
Sería 17.
¿Para los dos o
De los dos.
de los dos? Salud.
Salud.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty strong. ¿Están listos ya?
Sí, sí, ya está.
Sí, dame uno, por favor.
¿Aderezos?
Ah, sí, los dos, es dos, sí.
Mayonesa, ketchup.
Mayonesa, sí, sin ketchup. ¿Qué es esto aquí?
Ese es chimichurri.
Ah, chimichurri.
No
Ah,
es picante.
ya, sí, ajá. ¿Y esto?
Es salsa criolla.
Ah.
Tiene cebolla, limón, tomate.
Adelante, dice que sobre de la pérdida hasta el medio, papi. Tortitas sencillas. Pero están 3, 4 choriceros. Bien, espera.
Gracias.
Gracias a usted.
That's pretty good. It was fabulous. It was really good.
I'm gonna have a bite.
Looks like there's gonna be concert here tonight. From the money they're putting into it, looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Is the talent here? Don't know. But either way, I'm not staying up for it. It's probably not gonna get going until 10. It's about 8 right now, so people are gonna be drinking, and I think this concert's supposed to go on until 3 in the morning. But rumor is actually more than rumor. Good reason to believe that there's gonna be gasoline in the morning. Maybe late tonight. So while all these people are drinking, I'm gonna be sleeping and getting up at probably 6:30. Early bird gets the worm, and hopefully we'll have good news with the gas in the morning. All this is gonna be drinking.
All of them, yeah.
She is just table after table of people drinking. There's got to be like 200 tables for drinking. I think we have a major advantage getting up early in the morning tomorrow. 6:40 a.m. You might think that's not very early, but there's still a lot of people drinking out here. There's still a lot of people up partying from last night. In fact, there's a guy pissing right here on the road just as I pass. Watch. Yeah. I'm probably about the only sober person on the street right now. The level of drunkenness here this morning after the big Tupiza festival is kind of like New Orleans. It's that level. I'm optimistic. I'm walking over to the gas station right now, and if it looks like there's gas, I can get my car out at 7 a.m. It's in a garage that's closed overnight, so I can get my car out at 7 a.m. and I could still be, I think, one of the early ones to get it. No sign of gas. Not only is there no sign of gas, there's absolutely zero line. So, I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe later. There's supposed to be some trucks coming today, but that may not happen. Today's a second day of Tupiza festivities. It's a 2-day anniversary. Tupiza has a 2-day anniversary. We've just done 1 day. Tomorrow's also holidays with basically 3 holidays. 5-day weekend. I don't know why tomorrow's a holiday, Friday, but it is. Probably lots of parades, lots of street festivals, lots of drinking. So it's a good time to be stuck in Tupiza because you get to see Tupiza's big holiday. I think around the end of the 5-day holiday weekend, we'll probably have a resolution to the blockades. Just a lot of uncertainty. We don't know. I'm gonna go have a nice warm cup of coffee.
El sector de ropa. Los globitos con los colores azul grande representan la bandera de los tupiceños. Momento que esto que realiza esta asociación. Bienvenidos, sector ropa.
Gracias.
¿Qué tienes?
Chanchito hay.
¿Nada más?
No. Y hay chivito.
¿Chivito también?
¿Qué hay?
Chivito.
Oh, chivo? Yeah, I can have that.
Hay que...
Oh, chivo, no?
Gracias. Chivito,
Oh, that's goat. Okay. This is the Plaza de los Madres, the Plaza of the Mothers. The moms, the Plaza of the Moms. Just probably like the quietest place in town. It's really nice here, very peaceful, very beautiful. Lots of like the colonial building here. Look at this bench. See, everything's like heart themed here. There's like a heart over there. These lamps are half heart shaped. So it's because moms are full of love. And so this plaza is full of love. I gotta say, so we've been here in Tupiza now for 2 weeks, right? I think we've been here for or more than 2 weeks. But you know, I think my view of the city is just growing. Like, it's a really nice place. You can get everything here. Some of the center streets are a little dirty. The market could be cleaned up a bit, but you can get everything here. It's got all the conveniences of a big city without the problems of the big city. There's like very little crime here, no traffic. Everything's convenient, easy to get to. Everything's walkable. It's pretty nice. Gotta like Tupiza. So we just came into town. Just as we were driving into town, we can see the gas station was just closing up. So it looked like they had been probably serving gas all day. So we missed it. I'm gonna try and talk to the lady that attends the garage where my car is and see what she knows. But we just missed it, but maybe there'll be some tomorrow. Okay, false alarm, there was no gas. Everybody's still desperate, so guess it was just a jump scare, false alarm. So once again, there's no gas today. Today's day 9 of waiting for gas. And there's rumors abound. There's people, you know, kind of hoping, but I think in reality, we're not going to get any for at least 3 or 4 more days. We're really waiting on the political situation to get resolved nationally. There's still cars transiting. There's plenty of diesel. The trucks have diesel, plenty of diesel. So life is pretty much normal here except for gasoline. And some people get contraband gas from Argentina. Buen dia.
Yeah.
I'm walking on the railroad tracks. You know, I could get some contraband gas, but it's not going to do me any good because if I continue on a road trip towards Uyuni, that's going further into the interior of the country, and it's just going to be more difficult to get gas there. And if I go back to Tarija, if I get contraband gas and drive back to Tarija, I have nowhere to stay there. Our apartment is under construction, and so kind of might as well stay here until the larger political situation is resolved, which really now at this point seems like it's going to be a matter of days. Gracias. These are Tupiza tamales, special kind of tamale that's famous here in Tupiza. We're going to try them out. Is that beef or llama? Huh? It's good. It's the dough is sweet and the meat is spicy, so it's sweet and spicy. It's pretty good. That is a nice view. That's the hike to the cross. My legs are like shaking. It's pretty high up there, but best view in Tupiza. That was fun. Now I'm gonna go make dinner. This line goes as far as I can see. Today is Sunday, day 10 of waiting. And I asked a couple people here, they're waiting for tomorrow. They're hoping for tomorrow. So all this whole line today is hoping that gas is going to come tomorrow. Apparently there was some gasoline last night. It came late last night. A bunch of people bought it, got sold out, and now that's why everybody's waiting here now, thinking that since there was some last night, maybe there'll be some today. But it's just rumors. It's just hope. We don't really know. Nobody really knows. There's the end of the line across the street. So gas station's about at least half a kilometer that way. I think I'm gonna give up. I've been waiting here all day. Well, all afternoon. See, last night, people were waiting all day, or yesterday, people were waiting all day and rumors were nothing was coming, and then one showed up at 10 p.m. I'm not gonna wait all night. Definitely not gonna do that. I'm gonna sleep in a warm bed. But I'm getting hungry. So I think I might call it a day. Alright, so not quite gone yet. But let me tell you, I wish we had this stuff in the United States. This is coca leaves. Coca leaves, obviously that's the raw material for cocaine, but in order to make cocaine, you need a lot more, basically more chemicals and more processing. This is kind of a fancy kind because it's called machucada, which means it's got like sweeteners and flavors, and then also catalyst built into it. But coca leaves are basically, you just chew them. I've got them in my mouth right now. You don't really chew them, you suck on them. And I've been sitting here all day, I haven't eaten anything. I mean, I'm not hungry because of the coca. I'm not really tired either. It just kind of, it's like a cup of coffee in the sense that it just makes you, kind of perks you up a bit. Maybe not as noticeable as a cup of coffee, not as harsh as a cup of coffee. Yeah. Guess I'm still waiting. Today's day 11. I came out this morning to go look what's happening with the gas. The line now is 3 kilometers long. I walked it. So basically, it goes all the way around that mountain, around the other side. 3 kilometers long. Everybody thinks gas is arriving today. Maybe there will be. I think there's probably 500 cars in that line. So even if I got at the back of the line right now, and it's growing, the line is growing. So even if I got in the back of the line right now. I'm not sure I would get any gas if just a single tanker shows up. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. I've been here since 11 a.m. Some gas has been delivered and the line is moving. You know, every couple of minutes we start the cars up and we move forward 50 meters. I think it's going to be another hour. I'm more than a kilometer away. Question is whether I'm going to get any, because 10,000 liters were delivered to this gas station, and I estimate that's for about 200 cars, and I'm around 200, 250 in line, I think. I may get to the front of the line and be SOL, or I may get gas today. I may get gas today. We're getting close. I think there's only about 15 cars in front of me now, so I think I'm actually going to get gas. People are getting palpably excited around here. Ya está. Okay, I got gas. I got a full tank right now. I'm driving with a full tank, which gives me options. Feels like it's time to celebrate. Let's see. We decided we were going to go back to Tupiza for a week or two to wait out these bloqueos. Plus the World Cup's about to start. I don't want to miss any games.